that a lot of our communication troubles were because of our local governments. We were getting stonewalled, and other communities like Waterbury, they had evacuation plans. They were meeting the night before. Our people didn't know what to do, and a lot of it had to do with our local government. So we can't keep calling our town officials because they weren't. We have this great community that came together. Everybody was willing to do something, but nobody really knew what to do. The other thing that we have a concern about is that they want us out of the town hall this week. They want the food shelf closed this week. And it's not going to be this week that's going to be the worst. Next week people are going to come in when they can get off their roads to get clothing. What should we do to make sure that we still have things to offer, that we're not getting booted out of the town hall because we're an inconvenience? So this is really important. It's not something that can be put on the back burner. In 2 and 3 weeks from now, people are still going to be, they're going to be maybe in more need for this sort of thing.
We will work together with you to make sure that you can continue to do the good work you're doing.
My question is a FEMA question because we've been kind of told that FEMA will give us $30,400. That's a drop in the bucket to get another house. I don't know how they determine $30,000.
Right, that's what the federal program allows, and then they also grant low-interest mortgage dollars for the rest. I understand the frustration. I've seen many hundreds.
It's hard to start over.
I know, and I've seen hundreds and hundreds of Vermonters, like you, who not only lost their homes, but there's no land left to build on. It's nothing but a riverbed. So all I can tell you is that Senator Leahy, Senator Sanders, Congressman Welch, myself, we're going to appeal for all the help we can get. It's not a promise, it's a hope, and we'll be in touch. But we've got a lot of Vermonters in your situation. My heart goes out to you, and I got to tell you, you're keeping me up at night. We'll figure out some way through this.
Can you give an idea of when we might see help from the National Guard?
Well, what help do you mean?
Well, how about shovels, filling buckets?
Right.
I'll tell you, sorry, it's very emotional. My husband and I were both retirees. Between the two of us, we have 46 years in the Guards. I did my deployment overseas, but let's face it, we joined the Vermont National Guard, not the Afghan National Guard, not the Iraq National
Guard. The only break I've taken from the storm was to welcome back 60 more of our brave men and women who served us in Iraq. 70 proud of your service, proud of their service, and what I said to them is, thank God you're home, because we need you right here in these Green Mountains. We got our own war. A couple of hundred more Guards folks are going to be in here helping to assess damage to roads, engineers, and the rest. And if you feel in a week like you still don't have enough support in that regard, you let us know and we'll get you more. But General Doobie has been extraordinary. He's working with us, and I can't tell you how proud I am of the work they're doing.
Is there a possibility that we can get them back in this disaster at home, where National Guard is supposed to be a home thing?
That's right. Our at all levels has been stretched, as we all know. And the group that I saw back in today was coming back from their 3rd deployment, twice in Iraq, once in Bosnia. So, I'm not the President of the United States, I'm the Governor. And we can discuss this foreign policy mission that we're on some other time. I can't wait till they get home. I don't think we have any business in Afghanistan. I don't think we have any business fighting these wars when we got our own wars at home. Battles at home. But we will get all the support we need to get enough Guardsmen and women in this state so that they can do their job, and they're doing one heck of a job right now, and I'm incredibly proud of them. This is the toughest challenge we're ever going to go through in this state. I think we need to focus on 2 things. First of all, how we get put back together again as fast as we know how. That's what we got to use our energy doing. And number 2, as soon as we have time, what lessons can be learned from what didn't work? Now, it sounds like you've got plenty of examples of what lessons we can learn. And I promise you that we will get those from you, we'll address them, and we'll find solutions. But right now, we got to really focus and use all our energy on the future, not the past. We've got to. And I know we can do it. We can do it together. But we got a huge slog ahead of us, folks. We haven't even warmed up yet. The fact that we are where we are in 5 days is a miracle. It's because of all your hard work. It's because of all your dedication. But we got miles and miles to travel before we rest. So let's focus on what we do now to make the best of a really bad situation.
I admit people are important in the whole 9 yards, but what about their animals, their pets? What are they supposed to do to them? Because they can't take them to shelters, they can't leave them anywhere.
Most landlords won't let you have
Again.
No,
animals.
and they won't let you have them in
Yeah.
their apartments. It's like, I have
What-
2 dogs, and they're down at the vet's office, because I
Right.
can't have them at my boyfriend's brother's house.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Big
One's
dogs.
only 8 months old, the other one's 2. And they're attached to us.
Well, can you see Bill back there and we'll work together with you to try to sort something out? Okay. I gotta get going here shortly, but yes.
I just want people here to realize that the volunteers, we asked for volunteers, we were told by the select board, too many volunteers. I went down Monday morning to say, I'm here, I understand you don't have an emergency person, I would like to help. We have a plan. We have a plan. Their first mistake was, people knew it was coming, they should have been prepared. And then I asked about it, we had a plan with old people and the sick people, well, they should have been prepared, and the people on medication should have knew they needed it, so they had it ahead of time. So they said, you know, so.
One last question, and then we're gonna,
My name is Tom Hill. I actually live in Stockbridge, but I was evacuated to Bethel, where I have been very well taken care of by the kindness of strangers, including Hotel out there, who are our local heroes. And I believe that once the dust is settled on all of this, I'm sure there are questions of jurisdiction, but there should be some kind of an impartial review at a fairly high level of how local governments perform.
Yeah.
Yes. And as you said, lessons learned. That's one of the lessons that needs to be learned. Which local governments were prepared and responded? Which ones were indifferent and sometimes even mean-spirited? Thank you.
yeah.
To dump it.
We're gonna work with you. It's one of the things that my chief of staff, Bill Lofy, has on his list, and we're gonna work together with you on that.
Thank you. Awesome.
Let me close by saying this. Listen, first of all, thank you so much for having me. We have a long slog ahead, as I've mentioned. But I gotta tell you, the spirit in this room is gonna get us there. We'll work together with you to make sure that you feel like you have a good group of people to work with to get you through this crisis. If you need us, call my governor's office. We'll be there, standing with you every step of the way. But we're Vermonters. We're tough. We're self-reliant. We know how to get it done. We will get it done. And I can't tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you for getting us this far. Thank you so much for having me.